and was actually coming to Bridgewater College when I was, I think, a freshman, that there was a storefront church just right off campus where I say I truly gave my life to Christ. Now, I was familiar with the tenets of Christianity, but to actually live it out, and not for it to just be a social badge or a cultural thing, it was really like, okay, I'm gonna be fully committed. And so I think my experience would be completely different if I was not on the football team. Coach Clark, he was a big part of my formation. He developed men. It was because that culture, I think, held the excellence of what Bridgewater was, and it helped me dig in a little bit deeper. In 2005, my senior year in college, myself and two of my teammates, we were striving to live a authentic Christian life, but we still wanted to be relevant to people. So it's like, so really we said, how can we be Christian and still be cool? And so in 2005 in Tower D, me and those guys, we were hanging out together, and we had a 9 o'clock prayer time. And when we prayed, it was just a moment that was sweet fellowship, and I could say we were arrested in the presence of God in many ways. It's like, wow, we all felt something and didn't know exactly what it was. And we began to communicate and talk with one another about the love of Christ and how much that meant to us and what it means to us now. Maybe about 3 or 4 weeks later, we had about 25 people in my apartment, and we were running this same play, and we said, maybe we should call this something. And that's when the name Do-Rag Ministries came about. Divine Unity, Righteously Applying God. But we began to have JMU students come, Mary Baldwin students come, Blue Ridge College students. And so that's where the ministry kind of began on the campus of Bridgewater College. So this is around about 2008 and 2009 is when the questions started to happen. What can this be? What is missing in this city? And so on the first day of our church service in 2012, February 5th, 2012, Super Bowl Sunday, we're just hoping maybe 100 people would come just so, like, at least we're existing to do something positive. But 240 people came, and we felt the city responded. The county responded, said, we want you here. One thing I would tell anybody who wants to start a business, a company, a church, be an entrepreneur, is what you produce is who you are. And before you try to produce something, really find out who you are. There were some things that had to be reconciled in me, some things that I had to grow up in, I had to mature, that helped me produce what people see. I had to move from passion to process. I had a passion, but starting a church especially, it's like starting a company and starting a business, and there are financial things that go with that I was not used to. I was fine with leading people, but administratively leading an organization with a structure, a leadership system and things like that, but then an ecosystem in many ways as well. And so every Sunday, when people come in, we say, welcome home family. And we strive to be a spiritual family. So we strive to be involved in each other's life. It's a cultural cardinal sin in our church to walk past people every Sunday and never say a word. And so that's the atmosphere. So we want that energy to be there. Every Sunday, every time we open the doors, we want it to be there. It's not business as usual.